thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide.
Alrighty.
My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Precision is our language, creativity is our weapon, and perfection is the only option. Your ride, your brand, your image, elevated to a level that can't be ignored. This isn't just a wrap, it's a revolution. Regal Wrapz and Designs, where power meets style, and style becomes unforgettable. At Regal Wrapz and Designs, we don't follow trends, we set them. Every line, every finish, every detail is built to dominate. From flawless vehicle wraps to bold custom designs, we take your vision and redefine it. Seamless statements, artful accents, hues of harmony. We are Regal Wrapz and Designs.
All right, here we are at Bristol. You were listening to Shaggy there with Shaggy TV, bringing you the modifieds as I was down on track trying to find the speed that these guys have. Unfortunately, I still got lots to learn, apparently. But here at Bristol, we got the Regal Wrapz and Designs Dirt Pro Late models. We get ready to rock and roll here tonight. Don't mind that 52 there on the pit road. That is not supposed to be there. As we get set to rock and roll here. You got the 04 Greg Parmalee out there tonight. Off foot there as well in the 94. Jack Hitt, the number 217. Mike Weeda in the 066. And the 280 of Jeff Sharp. Waiting to see here. Nobody else joining here. We get set to rock and roll from Bristol for your Pro Late models here tonight. So no hat trick for Isaac Salas as they won both the modified races tonight. Is not here for the late models. But I hear there's other events going on. I hear somebody's got some sort of Chili Bowl event, which is where Shaggy was heading off to. So good luck to Shaggy over there at the Chili Bowl. We'll watch here tonight. These drivers get set to rock and roll. We got only 5 of them here tonight for your Pro Late model class. Now you see Jeff Sharp there out of East Greensbush, New York. They roll down there off the corner. Hey, roll it on out there. You'll watch them come around here. away. Mike Wheater out there with a 15.704. Jeff Sharp with a 15.745. Gary out there with a 15.760. Jack Hitt with a 15.778. And Greg Parmalee with a 15.827. Now, here's the thing. We'll start off here with the heat. 4 of them will get inverted, but that's really not going to say much. That's almost the entire field. 4/5 of the field, literally. There's 5 drivers, 4/5, yeah, get it? All right, here's we get going. So we'll start with the heat, and then we'll move into the main event for these 5 drivers. Now, I'm expecting to see no cautions. Everybody should be able to keep it straight. And I want to see some hard racing out there, hopefully. What we'll see here tonight. Here is your starting lineup for your heat. Jack Hitt, the number 217, out there on pole. With Gary Offut there in a second. That's your front row. In row number 2 on the inside, the 280 of Jeff Sharp. They're starting third. On his outside, Mike Wheeler starting fourth in the 066. And in there in fifth tonight, rounding out your field in the 04, starting their fifth, is Greg Parmalee. All right, there we go. Jeff Sharp out there on pole with Offut there in second. 8 laps the distance here tonight. Try to see if we can get us the best view here to get it around here off of the racetrack. There we go, in the corner number 1. As they go side by side, you got the 66 trying to get that thing turned. On that back straightaway, Jeff Sharp out there in the second now, down there on the inside, and Jeff Sharp's up there on the outside. Gonna bring that outside lane together down through the front straightaway. As they work their off in the corner 1 and 2, back onto the back straightaway. The 94 of Sharp there on the outside. But Gary down there on the inside looking really smooth. As the 04 now dives to the inside. They're really close here tonight. As they try to go 3 wide, hang on to it here. As they slide it off corner number 2 down that back straightaway. The 04, Greg Parmalee down there on the inside of Gary as they work there off the corner. Gary there in second, still running that top line. As you see the 280 of Jeff Sharp running that lower line down the back straightaway here in the corner number 3 and 4. Jeff Sharp out there as your leader. Nobody really that far behind. You see Mike Wheater there in the 66. Jack Hitt back here in the 5th spot, driving that 217. It could be anybody's race here tonight as they are putting on a good show here for only being 5 drivers. They are nice and tight. Up there to the top shelf goes the 94 of Gary. He's trying to get around Jeff Sharp in that 280. Here through turn 3 and 4. Look out, here comes the 04. Jack Hitt trying to get involved there as well. Jack Hitt, you saw him do a great job last night in the Hooters machine at Kern in the midgets. Out here getting some seat time in pro late models. Looking pretty good out there. He's sticking right with them. As they head down here in the corner 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. There comes the 66 of Mike Wheeler. Greg Parmalee there in the 04. Gary out there to the outside, still trying to work that outside in to get around Jeff Sharp. Jeff Sharp just hanging tough down there on the inside. But Jeff Sharp gets the win here in the heat, putting Gary there in second, Greg Parmalee third, Mike Wheeler fourth, and Jack Hitt there in fifth. Here is your results for heat number one. Jeff Sharp, Gary Offutt in second. Greg Parmalee brings it home in third. Fourth going to Mike Wheeler, and fifth going to Jack Hitt. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thank you to our sponsors and partners for the 2025-2026 winter season.
All right, we're back here at Bristol for your Pro Late Models. Really wish we can get more drivers involved here in the Pro Late Model division. If you're ever interested, website C2CRL.com, and look out and come check out the Coast to Coast Racing League. There's a link at Fleeger Farm TV as well under this On the Pull episode. You see them here finishing up into the main event. They go here tonight. Here is your starting grid. Jeff Sharp starting there on pole in the 280 with Gary Offutt there in second. Greg Parmalee in third in the 04. That's inside. Row number 2 to his outside there in fourth. Mike Wheeler driving the 066. Row number 3 on the inside to round out your field here tonight in fifth is the 217 of Jack Hitt. 30 laps the distance as they get rolling here tonight. I believe last night for the limited late models, they run 25 laps for a feature. Here we go. Ready to start the race one more time around. side by side, Gary out foot. And they're side by side, Gary out foot. They're out front, Jeb Sharp. They're in second. They're out front, Jeb Sharp. They're in second.